Let's see, Craig. We got some things to talk about. Let me put this on the sports channel. We will not, and I repeat, not discuss R. Kelly because some of y'all ain't ready for my perspective. No, that was in Brooklyn. That was in Brooklyn. Some of y'all ain't ready for my R. Kelly perspective, and I'm fully aware of that. But let me just say this. It wouldn't be mine. It wouldn't be mine. My 12-year-old daughter wouldn't be up in nobody's goddamn studio all types of night. Talk about she a rapper. Ain't that much rapping in the goddamn world. But I don't want to discuss R. Kelly, so we're not doing that. But we are going to discuss tonight's football game. Just give you my perspective. I'm telling you, I think Tua is too good. Clemson's defense is ridiculous. But I think Tua is too good. I think his backs are too good, and I think his receivers are too good for them to lose. So I think Alabama's going to win. I don't believe in what's the name's quarterback. I don't believe in him. Okay, so welcome to Dr. Sports by No Leps. We're going to go through our picks. Craig says he got 3 out of 4. We'll see how true that is in a second. Hopefully we can get Deion Brunson in here. I see April's in here. I see Craig's in here. Okay, I'm going to start out with April Smith. Let's start with April Smith. See if she's ready to go. Okay. Discuss her picks with her now. Excuse my voice. I'm a little hoarse. Just buried my nana.
Hello.
Hi, darling.
Give me a chance to put my makeup on today. I'm like, oh, Lord. Yes, so let's talk about them.
You in good shape. AFC. You picked the Colts.
I did.
The Colts won. And you picked the Chargers.
I did. But my heart was broke.
So you're doing okay so far.
Oh, good. Okay.
Okay. So now let's go to the other side.
Yeah, that's the side.
You picked Seattle. And I told you.
You did.
I gave you a little.
You did.
And you didn't want to listen to me.
I know. Because sometimes I don't be knowing, like, go with it or don't.
And you picked the Bears.
I know. I was trying to be loyal with Gary, but...
Oh, poor Gary. Gary, I told Gary last night. Gary was trying to be a good spirit.
He was.
He was trying. But he know good damn well that Bears team messed up last night.
They did.
You have any comments about this? Anything?
Wow. Me and my husband just couldn't believe it. They iced the kicker and it worked. And that was that.
Say that again?
I said they iced the kicker and it worked. I said, what the heck?
Let me tell you something. That kicker has hit all goalposts. Then they got their blind man in a Chevy. I've never seen somebody hit somebody close to my life.
I said, what the heck?
But let me tell you. The Bears did everything to lose that game yesterday.
Oh.
And they don't believe in their coach. They don't believe in their quarterback. I'm sorry.
Yes. I know. Oh. Yes, but let's talk about how my Patriots will be going to the Super Bowl, though.
Explain.
Because I told you, when it gets to this time of year, my Patriots always come through. So that's what I'm waiting on.
Okay, yep. Okay, they're playing the Chargers.
Yes.
Wait. Let me get this right. All right. 1.6. Yes. So they'll be playing the charges.
Mm-hmm.
The charges are cancer. The charges have more weapons than they do. I think the Patriots are in trouble.
Oh God. Well, I'm gonna keep praying, and we're gonna see what happens.
You should keep praying.
Guys, ask Kirk Kid.
You should keep praying because Tom Brady's going home, baby. Tom Brady is going home. And I can't wait.
No. See, I was gonna root with the Cowboys, but now
I don't want you to root for the Cowboys. You didn't believe us in the beginning.
oh God, guys.
Okay.
But good luck.
All right. So I'll see you. Any thoughts? I said I wasn't gonna talk about this.
Yes.
But any thoughts on Kelly?
Oh Lord. So I'm torn though. Because some of these girls knew what they was doing, but you have to understand a grown man knows how to groom a woman too, a young girl at that. So,
Hey, listen. I'm right here with you, boo.
yes.
I'm right here with you. My wife says I'm confusing her.
Yes. My mom and dad are set up that none of
My wife says I'm confusing her with my thoughts. I think everybody is complicit in this.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Parents.
Oh yeah.
R. Kelly.
And the
Music industry.
Yes.
And the last episode we didn't need to see because that's grown women making grown women decisions.
Right. I agree with you on that. I'm 34, and what that girl was doing, I'm like, come on, boo. Now you know better.
If your ass choose to be in somebody's basement, he's a sex slave, that's your business.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with you on that.
You didn't see that last episode.
I was like, what? 33? Come on. No.
Yes, please.
No. And some people are trying to say, oh, she was abused before, but come on. Come on. No.
And you got my baby?
Right.
And if you abducted my baby and I gotta have a conversation with you to come home?
Right. Right. I said they was throwing rocks at the window.
As soon as I get to the door, you even need your shit back.
Exactly.
You get the lion style, gorilla street. When I ask the canvas bag, let's go.
Exactly. I can't. You know how Jerome set up. That would have never happened. Mr. Caples don't play them games.
Yes, thank you.
Okay?
Thank God for Mr. Caples.
Yes.
All right, baby.
All righty. Have a good night.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
That is my girl, April Smith. I don't know what's going on with our connection, but it always sounds weird. Let's see if we can bring Craig on and get Craig's analysis of this week and get Craig's thoughts on R. Kelly. Talk about there would be the Chicago don't have enough police to have to go get me when I got to go get my baby. Craig,
what's up? Yo, is Gary all right, man? Is Gary all right?
I spoke to Gary.
Okay,
I talked him off the ledge.
Okay,
Gary
that's
was out there trying to be very positive.
Really? Okay.
He was trying to be very positive last night. I was in Virginia. I thought to ask my family, can we make a stop to check on my man Gary? But that wouldn't have turned out too good.
You had to put out the APB on him last night, bro.
Oh man, couldn't find him, but I had to call him.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yo, I
so
think they said that field goal got blocked.
It did get tipped.
I think they said it. So
let me tell you something. Driving up for Florida and watching the game, that shit was cool as hell.
Word.
Oh, that shit killed a nice 7 hours.
Oh, I'm sure it did.
Oh, that shit killed a nice 7 hours.
That was, man. That game was an epic. It really was. I knew it was going to be hard.
Okay,
hard.
So let's talk about it.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a
Texas versus Colts. You took the Colts.
Yes.
Your boy came out hot as a pistol. That team is dangerous.
Well, I think it was more so. I mean, Luck, we expected that from, and we really wanted to see how Deshaun Watson was going to be in the postseason. and I wanted to see also how their defense was going to fare against the Colts' offensive line, especially
Oh,
their
that
pass
defense,
rush.
Chase. That defense is a dog.
Man, Clowney got handled like a baby, bro. He
Oh,
got,
wait, hold
oh
on.
my God.
You went to the O line first. That O line is a bully. It's official. It's
Man,
official.
I
That
don't know how
Colts
we're
O
going.
line is a bully.
I don't know how we're going to get to Luck. I really don't. If we get the Luck once, I'll be happy.
I was more impressed with their run blocking.
The run blocking was yeah. I mean, no, everybody knows the Colts from their passing game. Unless you watch the Colts all year long, that's really all you hear about. But their run game is legit. Was Gore on their team? Was he running
No,
back?
Marlon Mack had 120 yards.
No, I know that. But was Gore one of the running backs on their team this
No,
year?
Gore is with the Miami Dolphins.
Okay. No, yeah, but yeah, their running game is definitely, some is not known about. That
Not known
passing game
about.
is one thing. It's not known about their running game.
And their defense, hell, they held Houston. They saw Watson to 0 points in the first half.
Yeah, but you know what? They basically did it with a cover two. I mean, you put Mahomes back there, he's gonna eat it up.
No,
He's gonna expose
stop.
the cover two, bro.
Stop. There you go with this ball. So you got what you want. You got Indianapolis versus Kansas City.
Okay, I mean, I'm not trying to run away from anybody.
So Andrew Luck versus your defense.
Listen, you're not gonna hear me once say anything about my defense other than our pass rush. Hopefully, get into Luck a couple of times.
Okay, how are you going to stop the run? I'm more concerned about that if I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. How are you going to stop the run?
I'm more
Your
concerned
defense
about
stopping the run.
I'm more concerned about this 100-year-old defensive coordinator of ours, Bob Sutton, who cannot make adjustments on defense. So I'm definitely to me, I'm putting it on him. I mean, I can't even say it's our defense, our players. It's more so him.
No.
It really is. It really is.
No.
But in answer to your question,
besides Houston, who do you have on that defense? Don't you dare try to blame it on the DC. Besides Berry, who's been hurt the whole year, and Houston, who do you have on that defense that's worth this score?
Houston really hasn't been a factor. Chris Jones has, and
Chris Jones
D
is
Ford.
terrible. But go ahead.
Are you out of your mind? No, Chris Ford is terrible. Come on,
Awful.
man. Yeah, no, you don't. You obviously have not been watching the Chiefs.
Awful.
He had
Who
had a sack in like 11 or 12 games straight, man.
No, not 11, 12 games straight. No, he didn't.
Yeah, check it out. He did.
Who else?
D Ford, and that's basically it.
Awful. Again, you have nothing to stop the run. If I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I'm concerned. And let me tell you something.
Okay, well, you know what?
The
pressure's on the Colts to run the ball. Then, matter of fact, don't have us stop the run and make them one-dimensional.
Why?
Then the pass rush is on.
You saying Andrew Luck can't beat you?
I'm not saying that. Not saying that. But what I am saying is everybody benefits from the run game also, including Andrew Luck.
So let's say Kansas City Chiefs stop the run. Can you stop Andrew Luck too?
I didn't say that either.
Oh, okay. That's all I'm asking.
I'm not.
At least you're being honest.
I have no faith in my defense. I have.
Honest. I respect that.
I don't have faith in the defense. It's totally and it's been like that since game one. It's been on our offense to carry this team, and it's going to be like that for the rest of the year. So that's the way it is. They know about it.
At least you're being honest.
Yeah, that's why Reed opts to when we win the toss, he opts to take the ball first. Why? Because he wants to put pressure on that other team. We're going to score. He wants to put pressure on that other team to keep up. Now, will he change that in the playoffs, especially against the Colts?
Well, Andy Reid to sit the bed in a minute.
I would give him the ball first. I would give him the ball first this time.
Andy Reid is because you want the minute.
What's that?
Andy Reid will shit the bed in a minute.
Hopefully Mahomes won't let him.
Okay.
That's
Next,
all I can say.
the Baltimore Ravens. I told everybody that high school offense, I coached that offense. If you can't throw the ball in the NFL, you cannot win. You have no chance of winning if you can't throw the ball. The man had 40 yards passing through.
Yeah, that was tough. You know, he was like a deer in the headlights the first possession or two or whatever. I mean, he couldn't even catch the ball in the shotgun. So he definitely had nerves. He had big time nerves. And again, that offense in playoff football, and especially the week prior to that, was it Cleveland? Cleveland exposed them a little bit on defense with their offense. Cleveland exposed them, and the Colts. I'm sorry, the Chargers took up right where Cleveland left off.
Let me explain something to you. Philip Rivers is not no bum. And people were talking like Philip Rivers was going to go out there and shit the bed. Philip Rivers ain't no bum. And that defense was a dog. They couldn't even rush the ball.
Yeah, he's not a bum. He's not a bum. But then again, when it comes down to the crunch, I'm not going to trust Philip Rivers either. When it comes to crunch time, I'm not going to trust him either.
So you got.
He's been in the league. He's been in the league about 27 years, right? I don't know if how many times he made the playoffs, but what has he done? What has he done? Everybody's on the Chargers bandwagon.
Come on, Craig. Stop acting like he's been playing on great teams. He has not been playing on great teams.
Okay, well.
He has a major opportunity. I got to go into the Super Bowl. Okay. Can the Chargers, can the New England Patriots beat the San Diego Chargers?
They can.
How?
Belichick.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Belichick.
I'll give you
and
that.
Belichick and there's something there with the head-to-head matchups with Brady and Rivers. So the fact
they don't play against each other a lot.
They've had multiple head-to-head meetings. I think like 10 or 17 of them. I'm not sure.
They haven't played that many games. They have not played that many games. Stop making up stuff.
When we finish up, I'll check.
Here's the truth of the matter. Can New England's defense stop the Chargers' offense? Do they have an answer for Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Melvin Gordon, Elka? Do they have answers for those guys? Philip Rivers.
I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's more so. It's going to come to that, but I think it's more so going to be they're going to do a ball control offense. Okay, and nobody has film on them really, other than the last few weeks because they've run the ball, but prior to that they've been passing the ball a lot. They got rid of Gordon. Okay, and Gronkins are the same. They are going to run the ball. I'm sorry?
Who got rid of Gordon?
Whoever, the NFL. He failed his test.
He's not Josh Gordon.
Yeah.
Listen to me, Craig. Stay focused, bro. I asked you, can the defense of the New England Patriots stop the Chargers' offense? Yes or no?
Well, I did answer because I said what's going to stop them is the ball control offense of New England.
So you think New England being ball control is going to keep the San Diego Chargers offense on?
They're going to keep that offense limited. They're going to have pressure on that offense of LA, the Chargers, to score in their opportunities because they're not going to have many opportunities.
I'm glad you said that. Because Joey Bosa looked special yesterday. Joey Bosa looked special yesterday. And
he did, but that's only in the pass game.
Your boy Tom Brady, he's going to be there. He ain't going to be ripping and running around. He's going to be there. And his O-line is not exactly the greatest.
They're going to run the ball. Trust me, they're going to run the ball.
Okay.
Bosa, they're going to neutralize Bosa running the ball. And if they're successful in the run game, it's going to be a long day for the Chargers.
Okay. Because the Chargers and the Chiefs acted like they didn't want to win in the first and second seeds. They're not ready. They're not ready for the prime time. Okay, so you have Kansas City beating Indianapolis, and you have the Patriots beating the Chargers.
I say Indianapolis KC is probably gonna be like 38-34. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a very entertaining game to watch. But KC will finally get their first home game playoff win in about a quarter century.
Oh, brother. Okay. Next, let's go to the other games. The Bears versus Philly. You picked Philadelphia.
Yes, I did. I told you.
Now, let's not act
I
like
told you.
Philadelphia went out and beat them. The man kicked a field goal that hit every goddamn goal post in Chicago. Okay?
Hey.
So let's stop acting like you picked the game where you
Who
thought Philly
got
was just
the
going to
W?
dominate the Bears.
Who
That's
got
not
the
what
W?
happened.
Who got the W?
Let me tell you something. The Bears lost that game. Philadelphia didn't win that game. The Bears lost that game. First of all, they were so passive on defense. They didn't attack. What's the name at all?
No. You can't say that. No. Philadelphia.
They didn't attack Foles at all.
Philadelphia marched down the field. Philadelphia marched down the field.
Hold on. Mookie, you're going to stop this Eagles fly bullshit, Mookie.
Philly marched down the field on Chicago in under 2 minutes, okay, or with a little over 2 minutes, marched down on their defense, on their home field, and scored a touchdown.
Look what Mookie just said.
Crunch time.
Look what Mookie just said. Khalil Mack was a non-factor.
I wouldn't say that.
Fact.
I wouldn't say that.
He was a non.
I wouldn't say that.
I forgot he was out there on the field.
Mack was in the backfield. He just didn't have any sacks.
Do shit.
Mack was in the backfield. Look at the game again. Mack was in the backfield. All right, he had some tackles in the backfield for losses. I'm telling you, Mack was a factor, but not in the way y'all think he was.
Mack ain't do shit, and that's the problem.
They had one play. They had one play that they had three guys.
7-on-7 tournament.
They had one play that they had three guys blocking Mack.
And even worse, goddamn, what's the quarterback's name for the Bears?
Who? Trubisky?
Trubisky. They ain't let him do shit. They didn't open up that offense for him. They don't believe in him.
I think they did in the second half, though. You know, Nagy opened up the playbook for them in the second half.
The penalties taken away, fourth downs. You in the game, or the first 2 field goals, the Eagles tried to give it away. That is a fact. The Eagles tried to give it away. He threw 2 picks in the first half.
You're right about that. No, Nick Foles threw some terrible picks, especially one in the end zone. He threw like three bears in the end zone. There was 1 Eagle and 3 fucking bears in the end zone. What is he doing throwing to that ball?
I tell everybody all the time, Nick Foles is average. He is not that good.
Even with those interceptions, though, you got to give it to Foles. Look
at the man here. Kansas City is winning the Super Bowl.
Who said that?
Long Island Ducks, a.k.a. Ronald Wingfield.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, I got your attention. I got your full attention.
Nah, man. I mean, you say what you want about Foles. Say what you want about Foles. When it mattered most, he led that team down the field to score a touchdown. Not a field goal, a touchdown.
Who?
Foles.
Again.
You got to look at that drive. Look at the last drive. Everything else that happened in between
was extremely passive. They let this man just sit back there and pick that secondary apart. And that's a pretty good secondary.
Oh, Chicago secondary?
Hell yeah!
Hell no. They're not good secondary, man.
Wow.
They're not. Prince Amukamara, I think, is their top cornerback, and he's a bum.
The safety is for real. I forget his name. But when Gary come on, he'll tell you. Jason Peters did a great job against Mack. That's true. Mack was a non-factor.
Yeah.
What happened to the star O-lineman Gary was praising? Oh, wait for Gary to come on. We keeping Gary for last. Okay, Gary will have a sponsor I'm pretty sure
I'm
interception in
I'm
the end
sorry,
zone as
Gary.
well.
I felt it
Stop
in
it.
my
The
bones that
Eagles.
Philly was
Let
going to
me
come
tell
out
you what
about
happened.
that.
Let me tell you, they did not test the Eagles secondary. The Eagles secondary is not good, and they did not test it enough. As far as I'm concerned, they ain't
Well,
tested enough.
I thought the Bears were going to lose it because of Trubisky's he's not a seasoned quarterback ready for the playoffs. But he played decent. He played decent. It was honestly, it was that goddamn kicker, man.
Matt LaFleur
They
got the
had that one
Packers job.
timeout. They had that
Look
one
at that. Matt
timeout.
LaFleur got the Packers job? Really?
Who did?
Okay.
Who got the Packers job?
Matt LaFleur.
Oh, brother.
I don't know
Jets better
about
go
that
after
hire.
Gaze.
I don't know
Jets
about
better
that
go
hire.
Jets better go get Gaze.
Gaze. I think you say shit on purpose.
Who are they going to go
Gaze.
get? Who you want? That Klinkenberry guy?
We don't want Gaze. We don't want Klinkberry either. We want Harbaugh. I'll take Eric Bieniemy. Or I'll take
They're not going to go after him. Yeah, he's already let it be known he's not coming to the Jets.
Who?
The Packers old coach, Mike, whatever his name is. He's not
Mike McCarthy. He didn't say that. Craig,
but that's the buzz, though. He didn't say it, but that's the buzz.
He didn't say that. He said he might sit out because he got young kids that he's not ready to move from Green Bay. That's what he said.
Right, but the buzz
is sit out.
He's not coming to New Jersey.
Don't act like he said that the Jets' job is unattractive. That's how you make it sound.
That's what they're saying.
That's not what he said.
I said they.
Who's they?
The radio, man. They're all over the radio stations.
No, that's not true. It's not true.
Okay.
It's not true.
Okay.
Shaking my head. Noel Epps, Cowboys win it all. We're going to get to the Cowboys. We're going to get to the Cowboys.
Ah, man. Okay. Seattle.
McCarthy to Cleveland. That's been confirmed. Mike McCarthy to Cleveland. Has that been confirmed? I don't think that's been confirmed.
I can see that.
Gloria. Hilda. Next, we had, you took, because you don't want to listen to me, you took Seattle over the Cowboys. And I told you, A, the Seattle cannot play outside of Seattle. B, the Cowboys always play Seattle good. No. I don't care where the Cowboys play them. They always play them tough.
Listen here. I'm gonna tell you the reason why.
Your boy Ray Dakota is a winner.
The reason why Seattle lost that game is Pete Carroll. Okay? And Pete Carroll now in the playoffs, he shit the bed in the Super Bowl and he shit the bed here. You don't take the ball out of your star's hands, out of Russell's hands. He elected that whole game plan. They tried to run on Dallas. They weren't doing anything. But Russell, who is in the conversation for MVP, you don't let him lead your team. You busy want to run the ball.
What's the strength of the Cowboys defense?
I don't care.
You're not answering the question.
I don't care if it's run defense or not.
What's the strength of the Cowboys defense?
To me, it's zone coverage.
Zone coverage? How about that pass rush?
I say it's zone coverage.
No, that pass rush.
Your zone coverage is the strength of your defense.
Seattle's offense.
Your zone coverage is the strength of your defense.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's our front seven. You gonna tell me Jalen Smith and Van Der Esch are not a strength on our defense?
But if you have a pass game, a rushing game, right? Why wouldn't you utilize that to sell the pass? In other words, sell the rush and pass the ball.
Because the Seahawks offensive line is terrible.
They were terrible all year. Russell had his best year.
They've been terrible for the last 2 years. They can't protect Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson's running for his life every play.
They played a better defense than Dallas. They played Chicago.
No, they don't. See, you ain't paying attention.
Seattle didn't play Chicago this year.
You're not paying attention. You ain't going to sit here and say, you're not going to sit here and say that the Seattle's defense was better than the Cowboys' defense. You're not doing that.
No, I didn't say that. I said Seattle has played a better defense than the Cowboys this year.
Who?
Chicago.
Chicago's defense isn't better than the Cowboys' defense.
You're
Sorry.
smoking. You're smoking.
Sorry. Nice
Chicago's
try.
defense is way better
home?
than y'all.
Who's at home?
Who did y'all play? You got the
Who's at home?
you got the
Cowboys or
Giants
Bears?
in your division. You got the Redskins in your division. I mean, come on, who y'all playing?
Who is at home? The Cowboys or the Bears?
Listen, y'all got half
You
your
ain't
sacks.
answer the question.
Y'all got half your sacks in one game, and that was
You
against the
ain't
Giants.
answer the question. Who is at home? The Cowboys or the Bears?
Who's at home?
Who's golfing right now? The Cowboys or the Bears?
I guess if y'all met Philadelphia, you'd be singing a different tune.
I ain't asked you that question.
I tell you what, the Bears should have done. The Bears should have lost that last game to Minnesota, and never let Philly get in there. If they lose that last game to Minnesota during the regular season, they're playing Minnesota again in the first round, and they'd be going on to the second round. That's where Chicago fucked up also.
You still ain't gonna answer this question.
What was the question, man? Come on. Dallas is not a better.
Who is at home right now? The Cowboys or the Bears?
Well, we all know the Bears are.
Okay, so now who is better? The Cowboys or the Bears?
That doesn't say that they're better, no.
Oh, yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
We live in a world of results. We live in a world of results.
To the victor goes the spoils.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So now you have Philadelphia playing the Saints. And you have Philadelphia beating the Saints.
Yes. Yes.
In New Orleans.
Yes.
Please explain.
Again, that pedigree right now, they are a tested playoff Super Bowl caliber team. The head coach is really he's a Super Bowl winning head coach.
So Sean Payton didn't go to the Super Bowl.
You're right, he did. But I right now I'm going with Philly. Philly's hot.
Okay, so you
no
go
one
with Philly.
wants to see Philly.
Now let me put all your Philly nonsense to bed.
No one wants to see Philly right now.
Let me put all your Philly nonsense to bed. What is the worst part of their defense?
Secondary.
Okay. Who is the best? Who is up for the MVP this year?
Breeze.
So you got Drew Brees versus the Philadelphia secondary in New Orleans. And you're going to sit here and tell me now, Philadelphia going to beat New Orleans.
I'm going to tell
New
you.
Orleans.
I'm going to tell you, if Philly neutralizes that run game, they make them one-dimensional, watch out for Breeze's health. Okay?
Everybody
watch out for Breeze's health.
Everybody listen to me. If Philadelphia win, I do the next show for a whole hour with my shirt off.
Bet.
Shirt off. Taco be out.
Deal.
Taco be out. Taco be out if Philadelphia beats New Orleans.
Yeah, I heard it.
Bears
Yeah, I heard
lost
it.
to a field goal. That's all it came down to.
Saints are going down, bro. Saints are going down.
It's not like the Eagles blew us out. Out. Foles got 2 picks. He will get exposed, and he gonna get exposed against that.
The Saints D is not as good as Chicago D. Philly gonna score. Philly's gonna score, bro.
Philly ain't gonna be able to run the ball, which means nothing but trouble for Nick Foles.
Philly's gonna go into New Orleans, and they're gonna feel like they're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm telling you, and it's a game for Chicago. Soldier Field.
Foolishness.
Just came
Dak
for Soldier
is
Field.
limited and will get exposed soon. Dak is limited to what? Show some respect for Ray Dakota. Show some respect. He's a winner, baby. I got 50 on the Saints. Uh-oh. You hear that, Craig?
I heard that. Who was that fool?
That's Dwayne Edward Eliza. His money good, too. He's valid. He got 50 on the Saints. You taking that bet? I ain't think so.
No, I ain't taking that goddamn bet. This Philly not my team. Philly ain't my team.
Breeze going to shred that secondary to bits. Get a rush on Breeze. Make him get a rush on Breeze. Make him uncomfortable.
Watch out. If they take away Kamara in that run game, They're gonna have to put Kamara out there in the flat.
Kamara too good.
They're gonna have to put him out there in the flat.
Kamara too good.
Now if he catches the ball out of the flat and run around the linebackers of Philly, it's gonna be a long day for Philly.
Kamara too good.
But if that run game ain't there, watch out for Brees' health. Is all I can tell you.
Oh please. Oh please. So now you have. Let's get this straight. You got the Eagles. You got the Eagles beating Philly. New Orleans, and you got the Rams advancing over Seattle. Okay, yeah. So you could possibly have your championship is still in order here.
Even though the Seattle shit the bed and lost, Dallas is not beating the Rams. It's over.
What?
Jason Garrett will keep his job, but Rams will advance. Okay,
let me explain something to you.
Not going to be close.
That's going to be a Dallas Cowboy home game.
It's not even going to be close.
It's going to be a Cowboy home game. There's going to be so many Cowboy fans in L.A. It's going to be Dak going to feel like he at home. Let me tell you something.
Not going to be close.
They better stop Zeke.
You can say the same.
Stop Zeke, or it's going to be a long day.
Hey, do you see that? You see that four is? You got to see, Sue is going to eat up the middle. Zeke is not coming through the middle.
Who?
Sue. Ndamukong Suh.
He's
going to take care of the middle.
Please. Ndamukong
Suh ain't take care of the middle. Listen,
look,
they better worry about Aaron Donald.
Give you the point spread.
Dak better worry about Aaron Donald. Dak better worry about handing the ball off to Aaron Donald more than he needs to worry about handing the ball off to Zeke.
Okay, I will agree with that. He's the guy you need to worry about.
Because he's going to be in the backfield all day.
The rest of that defense, trash. Now, let's go back to Dwayne, Edwin, and Lisa. Dwayne said he'll give you the point spread, too. Take that $50 bet. He'll give you the spread, too.
You really want to bet, huh? Philly's not my team, man. I'm not putting any fucking money on Philly.
But let me explain something to you. We got a mobile quarterback.
What is the spread? What is the spread on that? What's the spread on that? I don't know what the spread is, but
we can find out. We can definitely find out. I don't know what the spread is, but we can definitely find out.
I might take him up on that. Just for kicks.
Okay. You hear that, Dwayne? We got to find out the spread. Next, tonight's game, Alabama versus Clemson. Who you got and why?
I got Bama. I got Alabama. Unless Clemson runs amok on them, it's gonna be Alabama.
Hold on. David Patterson said 9 is the spread. You better take that shit. David Patterson said the spread is 9. They give Dallas 9 points.
No, he was talking about the Philly game, wasn't he?
No, he's talking about Dallas and the Rams. Money on the wood makes the bet go good. Hey, Dwayne, you're talking about the Dallas Cowboys and the Rams, right?
Philly.
I think he's talking about Dallas Cowboys. Oh, he's talking about Philly? So they're giving Philly number. The Philly game is a 9-point spread. Shit. I wouldn't touch that game.
9 points? I'm not going to touch it either.
I would. Okay, everybody stop. Dwayne, are you talking about the Cowboys-Rams game or the Philadelphia-New Orleans game? Watch your mouth, David. Cowboys ain't getting smoked. Watch your mouth. Cowboys going to be in that game all the way to the end. Watch your mouth. Okay, I'm not
taking 9 points with Saints Philly. No.
Because
I might be inclined to do that with Rams.
Drew Brees gonna win by 14.
Who?
Drew Brees gonna win by 14. I wouldn't take that bet.
You're out of your mind. That game's gonna be a 7 or 6 point game.
Oh, he's talking about the Saints. Oh, he is talking about the Saints.
It's gonna be a 7 or 6 point game.
Oh, so if you believe that, you should take him. If you believe that, you should take that bet.
Let me think about it.
Drew Brees wins by double digits.
Let me think about it.
Now you got to think. Alabama, Clemson. You said you got Bama. Why?
Bama, man, you got to go with that quarterback.
You damn right.
You got to go with that quarterback. He's a real deal.
But Clemson's defense is for real though.
Are they going to stop that passing attack? Are they going to stop this quarterback who just like Mahomes has thrown for like 300 yards damn near every game? I think.
We're not talking about Mahomes. We're talking about Alabama.
You know I gotta get my boy in there. You know I gotta get my boy in the conversation somehow.
Alabama and Clemson.
All right, Alabama. Unless they knock the quarterback out and give themselves a shot, it's gonna be Alabama. I mean, I don't even care
Alabama
how much they
gonna
run
win
the
by
ball.
double digits. I shouldn't say that. Alabama. I think this game's gonna be close because this Clemson defense is for real. But if they don't stop them early, in the game, it's over.
I think Bama's gonna win by 2
It's over
touchdowns.
if they don't stop them in the game. But
Tua,
Clemson, stop saying Clemson's quarterback is official. Clemson's quarterback is not that good. Sorry.
I see Alabama winning by 2 touchdowns.
Tua is the real deal.
Yeah.
Tua is
2
the real
touchdowns.
Tua will go to the NFL and start right away.
Most of his games, he's played only 3 quarters and sat out the whole 4th quarter. That's how he lost the Heisman.
That's what I'm talking about.
Say again?
That's what I'm talking about. He should have won the Heisman.
Yeah. People don't realize that. He lost the Heisman by not playing in the 4th quarter of all of his games. And what? He got injured that last game. I mean, you're talking about this guy. I mean, he is legit. He is a prolific passer for college at that. You cannot. I mean, he came on the scene throwing touchdowns. When he took the job from what's his name, he came on the scene throwing that ball.
He came on the scene and took what's his name spot after he won 27 of 30 games. He came out of nowhere and took his spot.
Yep, took it, and it was like they didn't even look back.
Now, last but not least, I'm going to ask all of you this question. Your thoughts on R. Kelly?
I haven't seen that documentary. I haven't seen it. Well, I'm going to say this, okay? And plain and simple, where the hell were these girls' parents?
Thank you.
Plain and simple. All right, I don't want to hear anything else. Where the fuck were their parents? And some of them knew what was up. So I don't even want to hear that.
First of all, some of them knew after he had charges and got a drop. They still sent their daughter over to him.
But my whole thing is when it's R. Kelly, they're trying to blow his shit up. Well, what was so different about him doing this shit than Hugh Hefner?
First of all, let's be clear. Let's be clear. R. Kelly is a piece of shit. Let's be clear on that.
Listen, what was different about him and Hugh Hefner?
Huh?
What was different about him and Hugh Hefner?
Hugh Hefner had legal babes. As far as we know, all his women were over 18 years old. As far as we know. Have you heard of Hugh Hefner with a younger woman? A younger girl?
I think he was with a younger woman.
Don't tell me what you think.
I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure, but I know he had young ones.
No. We can't do that.
In the 70s, that went on. Look at Elvis Presley in the 70s. He had Priscilla. She was young.
What?
Look at Elvis Presley back in the 70s. He had Priscilla at what, 14?
I agree.
So it went on back there. That's why I'm saying with Hugh, I don't know, because I'm sure that went on back there.
No. You can't do that. You can't have no proof on Hugh Hefner and say, I'm sure that this happened. No, you can't do that. Woody Allen's another good one.
Woody Allen,
you have
definitely.
No proof on Hugh Hefner, take him out the story. You want to talk about Elvis? Yes. You want to talk about Woody Allen? Yes. You want to talk about R. Kelly? Yes. But I do agree with you in the fact that where are these girls' parents?
Hell yeah. Gotta ask
You
that.
gonna tell me R. Kelly abducted somebody's daughter and you can't go abduct your daughter back? You must be out your mind. Dion Brunson is in the building. Dion, hang on, baby. Hang on, Dion. Go ahead.
So yeah, man, you know, that's all I gotta say about that. I mean, you know,
Where were the
you
parents?
can't really make an argument. I mean, some of the things that he was doing, you know, was some sadistic shit, but that's R. Kelly, man. You know, he's a fucking sicko.
Okay,
Up there
well, this is
peeing
what
on
you need to
chicks
do.
and peeing on young
You,
chicks and shit.
you need to watch the documentary and get back to us.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I gotta watch it. So.
All right. I'm gonna get Dion Brunson on.
All right.
Okay. Wow. I'm sorry, everybody. I was over there talking to myself. I was just over there running my mouth. I am so sorry. I am so sorry, people. I was over there running my mouth. Where's Gary at? Dion and Gary. Morris, I was over there running my mouth, just talking to myself. But it just froze for some reason. I don't understand why it does that. Gary, what's up, baby? Okay, let's get Gary on. Let's get Gary on. Myself. Gary gives out great information. Great information. He's going to have a very different introspect on the Bears game. He's going to be very introspective for Gary on the Bears game. Gary was very contrite, very humble when I spoke to him last night. I'm going to expect him to have a sponsor tonight. Dre Whittick was good. Dre Whittick is a Sheagle fan. He's a Sheagle fan. Gary, what's up, baby? What's going on? Dre Whittick is a Sheagle fan, and I don't even think Dre Whittick picked him to win last night. No answer from the video guest. Let's try Gary again. Too late for this hate. Come on, Dre, tell the truth. You thought that Philadelphia had a chance walking into Soldier Field and beating the Bears last night. Tell the truth. Did you win the game or did the Bears lose the game? That's the question. Let's see if he's going to be honest. Did you win the game or did the Bears lose the game? Where's my boy Gary at? Where is Gary? What is he doing? Where's Gary doing, man? A combo of the two. Gary, what's up, Papa?
What's going
How
on?
you doing?
Recovering.
Oh, you're recovering. You don't sound
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I'm, just the after effects.
Oh, you have a sponsor, sir.
Um,
Dion, hang
I
in there,
had
baby. I want to talk to you, Dion.
I had one, but I decided against it,
No sponsor today?
Nah, I'm just gonna keep this one mellow. I got
Okay.
enough sadness on my heart that I could do this.
You got no
do this
sadness on your
mellow.
heart, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
so let's get started. I will be gentle with you today.
I mean, it's cool. Just bring it.
Okay.
I don't want to do no R. Kelly questions though.
Okay. I got to ask you a little bit. Just one question. Colts versus Texans. You took the Colts.
Yeah, listen, none of my picks was right besides the Colts. But that's because that line is amazing, like I said.
Man, you hit the nail on the head, bro.
Yeah, that line is ferocious.
They may be better run blockers than they are pass blockers.
Right. I mean, the good part about it is like, I mean, you know this very well that I think it's set up by the fact that they get up on you, and the way they play. I mean, by the time they go to pass, you already wore out. Like
Yeah,
I mean, 'cause they do both.
they don't put
Like I
hands on
mean,
your ass.
yeah,
They don't
they
put
gotta.
serious hands on you.
They really do. I mean, that boy Nelson, man, they showed that trap block he did. Well, Mac hit that hole and he almost broke it to seal the game. I
Mac
mean,
went
that
for
guy.
Mac went for 120 yards.
Yeah, I mean they got a whole they listen, that draft class, people quietly don't understand that they probably had one of the better draft classes in the league last year. Cause they got Quentin Nelson in the first round.
Uh-huh.
They come back. They got the right tackle. He was a guard. Brandon Smith, who they moved
Yes.
to right tackle.
Yes.
He was in the second round. They got Leonard. They got Names Himes, who they got from North Carolina State, which is a good backup runner, fast, quick. They got Wilkins, who is a third running back that's quick. I mean, they got a good. I mean, they turned Ebron into the All Pro that he is. He's just 25.
He's a baby.
He's a baby still. So I mean, these guys are just hitting home runs,
Let me
man.
tell you. Let me tell you. You hit the nail on the head a couple of weeks ago when you said their defense is special. Oh,
They special. But I mean, let's give y'all some credit. He comes from Dallas. He comes from that whole cover two slight mixture. I mean, like when you say cover two, these guys are innovative. They not just running Tampa two. They running man.
They
They
run
running
cover
all
two
kinds of
bad, cover
yeah,
two with a corner screwed down
yeah,
in the flats and rotating to the shit. They're
right.
doing a lot of shit.
They doing a lot of it. Looks you think it's cover two, but they got them linebackers that can run that's dropping back deeper than normal. I mean, so it's good. It's fun to watch. They a fun team to watch. This is a good matchup for them next week too.
And Andrew Luck is hot as a pistol.
Right, right. You can't touch him.
He's hot as
You
a
can't
pistol.
touch him. I mean, he didn't got sacked so much in his career. I think they owe him that.
Shove the
They owed
Chiefs
him
though.
that.
Yes. So you had the Colts winning. You got the Colts playing the Chiefs in the next round. Next, you done lost your mind.
I did.
You lost your mind, and you were a prisoner of the moment, and you took Baltimore over the Chargers. I told you, you can't just run the ball and win. Not happening.
Well, listen. Well, let's do this first. Let's give the Chargers coaching staff credit because they put in like I was trying to figure out how can they match that speed, and I was like nobody in practice could duplicate them. Well, what they decided to do is say, okay, yeah, we might not got one player that could duplicate, but what we could do is we could put in all safeties. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we could spy with the safeties, and then we'll have the other safeties track them down from the backside. So they just contained them that way. That was special.
Didn't I tell you Derwin James is a name to listen for this week?
Yeah, you
Didn't I
did.
tell you that?
Yeah, that was a great call.
Joey Bosa was a problem all day.
Right.
Joey
Right.
Bosa was a problem. The boy had 46 yards of passing to the third quarter.
Well, you know, let's say this. Their offense is very primitive.
Thank you. It's a
Baltimore.
high school offense.
Right. So it wasn't much that he had. Like it took the coaching staff to say, you know what, we gotta come out of this and at least try. Like, you know, if you're not gonna try, just put Flacco in the game. You know, there's no reason for you to
Now,
to be running these plays.
I'm glad you brought that up. Did you think in the third quarter they should have brought in Flacco?
I thought that they should have did it. Coming out the half, I thought they should have gave him one serious and then put Flacco in there.
See, I disagree with that.
Okay.
I disagree with that, and I'll tell you why. Flacco was gone. He's no longer a part of this team. Next year he'll be somewhere else.
Right.
You cannot take that kid, his mental, and ruin his confidence by taking him out the game. You
Well,
stuck with him at this
right.
point.
All right, so here's why I say you're right. And here's why I see now, because I see that they're in talks of giving Harbaugh an extension. So Harbaugh had to have known this for him not to care, like to care enough. You see what I'm trying to say? Like to
Harbaugh
keep the
knows that he's
kid.
gone.
No, Harbaugh is there. They offering him as they working on the extension for Harbaugh.
Yes, but Harbaugh knew that Fluco was gone. He knows that.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is that, like if Harbaugh was going to go out the door, he probably wouldn't have cared as much about the psyche of the quarterback. You see what I'm trying to say?
Right. Okay,
As
I understand
opposed
what you're
to,
saying. I understand what you're
yeah.
saying.
So I mean, he definitely he stuck with the kid, and it almost rewarded him. It
Yeah,
almost rewarded him.
yeah, he almost came back.
Yeah, they did. I mean, the one person that I'm glad that they caught 2 touchdowns, because I was like, man, they just turned that man into a blocker.
Who?
What's his name?
Wallace?
Crabtree.
Mike, what's the name?
Crabtree. Crabtree. Like they got him out there looking like a tight end at the wide receiver position.
Well,
But
shit, he ain't running by nobody anymore.
he,
So you
he
might be
definitely
right.
ain't running by no. But he's a good route runner. So I mean. But everything else was on point. Keenan Allen stepped up.
Like
What's
I
your name
told you
made
he
some.
would.
They made some good plays. I see that they activated Hunter, their tight end
Yeah,
Hunter.
yeah, but
So
he's not gonna be a factor until probably the championship game.
well, but the good part is that I guess they toying with the Patriots.
Well,
They giving them something to think about.
let's talk about it. Who do you have? Let's see what you got. You have.
I'm already out of that one, but I
You
mean,
out of that one.
if I get a
Okay, but let's talk about it. We got the Patriots versus the Chargers.
right,
I
good
love this
matchup.
matchup for the Chargers. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, this not the old traditional Chargers team that you're used to. Like you said, they got speed in the secondary now. They got a good solid pass rush.
They
They
got
got
speed on the perimeter. But
they
let's
got
talk.
speed on the
Let's
perimeter.
talk about the Patriots offense versus the Chargers defense.
Well, here's the thing. The Patriots still own that quick passing game, that quick screen game. Like, so they gonna stop that. They gonna slow down that pass rush with that. You're gonna get it out of his hand. You're not gonna get a quarterback that's gonna be unsure about where to go at with the football. He know the looks. The defense job is to play with the quarterback and play with. They're gonna have mixed coverages, show coverages late. You cannot come out and just have a base coverage and think that's what it's going to be. Y'all going to have to rotate them coverages and do a lot of different things late to confuse the quarterback because he's experienced. He's not going to get nervous. He's not going to be scared.
I think the first 5 or 7 step drop, Joey Bosa and the other guy, what's his name? The other outside linebacker,
Ingram.
Ingram and Bosa are going to be problems for that New England Patriot offensive line.
All right. Well, this is what you not understanding about New England line. They got a young stud over there, Nazir Wynn, out of Georgia, who's really good. they got a couple of their tackles is pretty good. Their tackles is pretty good. They got a pretty good guard. I mean, they got a veteran center. So one thing about New England's line, they always play better when the stakes are higher.
Okay.
The only team I've seen them not play good against is the Giants, a
Okay.
team you hate.
Now, my only problem now is you gave Bill Belichick 2 weeks to prepare for you.
Right, and you show Bill Belichick a new look, so now he got another week to prepare for that. So
that could be an issue.
That's an issue.
Now the Chargers
think,
offense versus the Patriot defense. This is where I think the advantage lies for the San Diego Chargers.
Well, yeah, you're not big on the Patriots because you think they slow, but
Slow.
what they got though to make up for that speed is they intelligent, they high IQ, they high awareness, they discipline. So if you have a coach like a Bill Belichick that always has a game plan, all you have to do is mix up a couple of looks that they haven't seen before, and just to throw them off just a little bit, and then that old ugly thing called like the past always comes back. You see what I'm saying? Like Phillip Rivers can start thinking back to 2010 or so when I think it was
I think you
seven
got a
when they
different
last
Philip
played.
Rivers.
You think so?
I think you got a different Philip Rivers.
I will hope so. I mean, in my heart, I want the Chargers to move on because I'm tired of the Patriots. But if I get another chance to pick, let's say that I'm making solid picks now, and I'm not betting with my heart, I'll say the Patriots winning.
Okay. And then on the other side, you got Kansas City versus the Colts, and you got the Colts beating Kansas City.
Well, yeah, because the Colts got the better line, and it's one thing when you have a team that's supposed to have a dominant pass rush, like say like the Texans, and they get stoned. Now, a team that don't have a pass rush, they got maybe one premier pass
One,
rusher,
Houston.
Houston, and then what else? So it's like, are you gonna listen? Golf picked them apart.
I'm right here
Um,
with you, bro. I'm
so
right here
I
with
just
you.
I see the same thing. It's one of those things that like it's more so what the coach defense is they gonna show up, they're gonna elevate their game again against these Chiefs. They fast enough to keep Mahomes in the pocket. I know that. So he's
And
not going to be running around and tossing it blind and around his neck
look
and
away
all that stuff.
passes, left
Yeah,
hand.
he ain't gonna listen. He gonna throw it right to a intercepting person that's running for a
See,
touchdown.
I think you're right, and this is why I tried to explain to Craig. I think you're right, and the wild card could be Luck versus that defense.
Right.
Andrew Luck versus that defense, and that O-line versus their front seven. That O-line is a bully. They are a
Yeah.
bully. I'm more concerned about, if I was Kansas City, I would almost be more concerned about the run than I
Right.
would be about Andrew Luck.
Right. 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 Now listen, the they got the Chiefs got that burner who's a problem.
Yeah,
But then don't act like the Colts don't got a burner. That's a problem as well.
and T.Y. Hilton. But T.Y.
Right.
Hilton's hurt.
Oh, so he's done. He's not
Yeah,
playing the next
he's
game.
playing, but he's got a bad ankle.
Okay, he
But
just
I
take that
think
shot.
the wild card is Marlon Mack.
Yeah, you like him. I mean, he's a really good running back. I mean, he's proven that he's a gamer. He, good first wild card game. Let's see how he does against a team that he doesn't know. Like, it could have been that he just used to Houston.
Okay, could be. Could be. But now let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm on my way home from Florida, and we live streamed the game from our car. We driving home. Let me tell you something. Watching football driving home was great. We killed 7 hours.
Right,
Killed 7
right.
hours in the drive. So it comes all the way down to the Philadelphia Shingles doing some dumbass pooch kick to Tyreek Cohen. Tyreek Cohen returns that bitch past the 50.
Right.
They get in field goal range. Okay? And just as he kicks the ball, the live stream gets knocked off.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, oh shit, I gotta call and find out what happened.
Yeah, we
Now
missed
I
the field goal.
call and I find out that he hit the goalpost again.
Yeah, yeah. Always to the left too.
He's
Always
hit
to
the
the left.
goalpost 5 times this season.
Yeah, he didn't miss. That's his after missing this field goal. That's 11 missed field goals for the season.
You must have been sick.
I was very sick because I mean, let's be clear about
Now
this.
hold on, Gary. Hold on, Gary, before you go on. I said to my wife, Gary is at this ball right now, sick.
Yeah, we
Really
didn't even.
hard, Virginia. We should stop by there.
Yeah, I didn't even go to the bar that and maybe that was the problem. I changed up my look.
Okay,
But
so now
let's be
explain what
clear.
happened, sir.
Let's be clear about this. The the offense, number one, the like Cal Long, which came back from injury about a week or so ago for the Minnesota game, was just out of shape. I don't know what he was doing, why he was hurt, but he wasn't staying in shape. So you could immediately tell that he was going to be an issue. You see
Did
what
he
I'm
have a
saying?
leg injury? What was his injury?
Yeah, he messed up his ankle real bad, and
Okay,
he
so
just
it's hard for him to stay in shape if he has a
it's
leg
hard
injury.
for him to stay. Okay, so it's hard for him to stay in shape, and it's hard for him to handle that pass rush. He was the main component of like he couldn't handle Bennett. Bennett was like just giving them all kinds of rushes. So it was speeding up the pocket. It was speeding up the timing and like the drops, like how we normally do things. Like because we normally go to the right side. Like
Okay,
we
let me ask
roll
you
to
a
the
question.
right.
Do
Go
you
ahead.
think the Bears lost the game or Philadelphia won the game?
I think we lost. I think our offense. Like, here's what I was getting to that. I was just giving you a overall like a what happened. Like like our coach. He when we found out that Burden wasn't playing, like he does this every time. Anybody that he counts on that he probably had in the game plan, the game plan goes to shits. So like like so any like Burden is our move tight end, so he does a lot of the underneath stuff. Like he fast, so he gets in the middle of the field and he opens up a lot of the other stuff. Well, we didn't even like we just didn't do what we normally do, so it makes me feel like the coaches kind of choke, like the offensive
Or
coach choke.
they don't believe in Trubinsky.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say they don't believe in them.
They
What they
didn't push the
don't
ball
believe,
down the field. How
but
come you
but
don't attack their secondary? Their secondary is the weakest part
right,
of their
right,
defense.
right, right. Right. All game, I'm telling my boy who's a Bears fan, we need to run verticals on this. Like they're used to like they're jumping these quick routes because they see it every day in practice themselves. That's all the Eagles is. Eagles is they point the football. They high point the football. Like they just throw it up and they just throw it up tall and they want you to be aggressive because they know the new rules that you can't hit the man out the air. You see what I'm saying? They know
Yeah.
that when you they know that like people that like us that's over aggressive, the DBs ain't gonna be looking up and trying to locate the man behind them and all that. Like it was a weird way of doing stuff to them. So like back to the offense. The reason you know that the coaches shit the bed because all year we had ways of using Tariq Cohen. We didn't
Yep.
even use him. We
It's
didn't use him
Cohen.
at all. Cohen. We didn't use him at all the right
Barely.
way.
Barely.
Barely. Like you wait to the end to put him on kickoff. Why you
He's your
got
Tyreek
somebody else?
Hill. He's your Tyreek Hill.
Right, and he should have like you don't leave nothing on the field. You supposed to have attack the whole game because that's what we do. You play to win. You don't play to save plays for next week. You play to win.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's what like we got Allen Robinson, who is one of the top receivers, playing against a rookie cornerback. That's your matchup right there.
And
That should have been there.
how many catches he had? 2, 3?
Yeah, no, Allen Robinson had 10 catches for 140 yards, but they came late after we figured it out. Eventually, like the dude was routing the cornerback to death. The cornerback was trying to jump them little quick routes, and he'd double move them, and that's how he kept getting open like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this is something as a coaching staff, like y'all should have saw that early, like that the Eagles are playing aggressive. We have to get the ball, like, we have to double move him. We have to get the ball to Allen Robinson because he's the most polished of
Right.
our receivers.
Right.
You gotta get just like if you gotta throw it to him 40 times, you need to throw it to him 40 times. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
he should have attacked that secondary.
you should have attacked the secondary.
They didn't do a good job at attacking the
They
secondary.
didn't do a good job. They made the Eagles look better than what they were.
Exactly.
They really and now defensively
for the Bears.
Defensively, I was so upset with the defensive play calling.
My goodness.
Like we played two
passive as the offense.
Exactly. Like you got Fuller who got 7 interceptions, playing off coverage on Alshon Jeffries. What does he run, a 4-2? What is he gonna do? You see what I'm saying? Like it's the dumbest. Like I didn't get it. Like
and you didn't blitz Foles enough.
We didn't blitz Foles.
I saw a play where Khalil Mack lines up at DN as a 5 technique. The ball is snapped. He then goes out and bumps. He goes out and bumps the number 2 receiver. Then he rushes the passer. I'm like, what?
Like he got too cute. My other thing was that why is Khalil Mack okay? If you see that Khalil Mack is having trouble against Peters, why are you not putting him on the other side? Why are you not letting him rush up the middle sometimes? Why are you not getting creative? Like I didn't see no creativity defensively to me.
If he's having problems, you don't even have to move him. How about this? How about creating a situation where it's 2-on-1 attacking Peters? He got to take somebody. He's either going to take back or he's going to take the inside guy. He's got to take somebody. He can't block everybody. And they, like you said, they lacked creativity. And they let Nick Foles step back. And going into the game, Nick Foles has a bruised sternum.
Right.
I'm trying to knock his ass out the game.
Pressure should have came up the middle anyway. Like you blitz him, you got to come straight up the middle. All that coming from the edge, that takes too long. He's one of those quarterbacks that he's tall enough that even if you get him, he can still see. You see what I'm saying? Right. So you have to bring the pressure up the middle for him. Okay. Like you have to make that pocket look uneasy. Yes. Like that's where the pressure should have came from me.
It is fake.
In his face, like just like on that last touchdown pass, you're bringing pressure from the right side. I mean, with the right, you bringing it from the pressure should have came to the side where his throwing arm is at. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, the defensive left, his right.
Right, you got to bring it in his face. You cannot bring it from the opposite side because he's better than a quarterback because he's 6'5", 6'6". He could see.
Is Lane Johnson better than Khalil Mack?
No, he's not better than Khalil Mack. Lane Johnson is good. Like he's good, but that wasn't the issue. The issue was that when you giving people 10 yards, so the plays that he's throwing little outs. If you on the man, pressed on the man,
they weren't pressed.
Jumped,
and that's the problem on that goal on that last touchdown. He wasn't in no type of press coverage.
He wasn't in no press.
3-yard out route. That's all he did.
That's all, and that was that. And that's our backup nickelback. He should have been on the outside of that man because the safety walked up to the line, which told him that he had the inside coverage. So that means you can't give away the outside. I don't get why you not playing on the outside shoulder.
Okay, so now Dre Whittick says, what about the Philadelphia Eagles run defense?
It ain't have nothing. Listen. Which name early was averaging 5 yards a carry. They just did not run him. They didn't run him. They the coaches. I don't know what they got against Howard. They didn't get Cole in the ball or Howard. I don't know what they had against Howard running the ball. Howard was averaging 5 yards a carry. You just stop running them.
So you think it was more the Bears lost than Philadelphia won?
Oh yeah, definitely. We beat ourselves, the coaching staff. I mean, and I'm hoping that this guy is not Andy Reid. I would love for him to be more somebody else than Andy Reid. You know,
You
after
got
all
these
of these.
you got these Philadelphia Eagle fans out here talking wild shit.
Well, listen, one thing about it, if Eddie Jackson would have never did that fluke slide and get hurt, they don't score because they didn't do anything impressive. Eddie Jackson is our person who goes and get the ball. Like we got a guy back there, Dion Bush, who's just he's a hitter. He's not
A ball hawk.
cover. Right, he's not a
Ball
ball
hawk.
hawk. Eddie Jackson is our ball hawk, and it hurt that he wasn't there, like the play. And it just we got our problem is we got hurt, injured at the wrong time, like with at key positions. Like Eddie
I don't
Jackson.
understand why he had to just slide on his dead. Just go down.
Yes,
When you catch
just
just
go.
go to the ground.
Just go to the ground, or just don't come out the end zone. You came out and did all that and got hurt for no reason. Run out of bounds. So anyway, Eagles fans, I give them credit because our kicker did end up still missing the game. I know you want to say Trubisky did bad and this and that. I still think that when the game was on the line and when you needed him most, he still played great. He made
I don't think they believe in Trubisky. They didn't push the ball down the field enough for me.
And I think it was more so that they don't believe in the personnel. Like last week, Miller got hurt. It's just one of those things that our coaches do that for some reason, and that it just comes down to probably because Trey Burton didn't play. Like he's our guy that pushes the. They didn't believe in Shaheen. You see what I'm saying? Our tight end that we have, like that's who usually gets in the middle or gets those little moves.
And Mookie and Dre do bring up a good point. That field goal was tipped. So who was the right guard that's getting his ass kicked? Is that your rookie? Is that your rookie?
All right, 1 second, 1 second. Adrian Amos is a box safety who got speed. All he wants to do is hit. As you could notice that he's the one that caught those penalties that kept those third down drives going. Please stop acting like y'all did like a ton of great things. Like that was just defensive lapses where like
there's a bunch of jump balls. A bunch of jump balls.
A bunch of jump balls and defensive lapses. Y'all didn't y'all wasn't
Jefferson came out there and showed out.
Listen, they got that touchdown that they got to the tight end. We had 10 players on the field. Like we just made a lot. We made a lot of mistakes.
That's terrible.
Now, my guard that I talked about he didn't have a bad game. We did give up 1 sack, his first sack of the whole season to Jernigan. They did get that. The guard that was getting blown up like that was Long, Kyle Long.
That was Kyle Long getting blown up on that play?
Blown up, yeah. Kyle Long was getting blown up.
Okay.
Not Daniel.
I'm gonna look for it again. But I'm gonna take
you can look for it. You can look for it. But I mean,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, at the end of the day, listen. You can't pull Super Bowls back from the Giants because they missed field goals. The people missed field goals against them. You can't take this loss back from.
It's not even a missed field goal. It's a goddamn blocked field goal. That is on the O-line. That's not on the kicker.
I'm not going for that.
But here they are out in Chicago sending death threats to this man's family and stuff.
And they should.
Damn.
I mean, because you still listen. That ball swung left. It shouldn't have swung that far over for him to tip it anyway.
So send death threats to the man's family?
Yeah, he could take it.
Oh,
He'll be all right.
Okay.
He'll be all right.
Next, we had Rain Dakota Prescott. And the Dallas Cowboys. I told you.
You don't know what you're talking about, Mookie. You really don't. I told you
that the Seattle Seahawks are not the same outside of Seattle. I told you the Cowboys always play Seattle tough. Rain Dakota Prescott is a winner, baby. What did you think
I
of my
mean,
points?
this your moment. You can tell me what you think about
Okay,
him.
listen. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I thought. I thought that they did a great job at handling the pass rush, staying in their pass lanes, and keeping Russell Wilson from running all over the goddamn field. They shut the running game down. Now, here's my biggest problem. Seattle runs zone read once. You stop it. Seattle runs zone read twice. You stop it. And while you're stopping it, Russell Wilson takes his ass outside to see how you are reacting to him. He scored twice on zone read where he kept the ball. My thing is, how come I can tell my aunt, I can tell my son that goddamn it, zone read is gonna come and Russell Wilson's gonna keep the ball. I can see that at home, but they can't see that in Dallas. That's the only thing. And that goddamn corner was awful. Oh, Nolan. That corner was awful from Dallas. Oh my God, what's his name? Byron, what's the corner from Dallas? Byron, what's his name?
Jones.
Byron Jones. Oh!
I thought he was y'all safety, so he's moved back to corner.
Oh! Disgusting. Just terrible. Getting torched. So he needs to fix that shit.
That's a lot of speed out there too, though.
It's a lot of speed. I get it, but he needs to fix that shit because we go into another home game in LA. Oh, you know there's a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans in LA.
Right, Dallas Cowboy, they all over.
Oh, we gonna be at home. We're gonna be right at home. And let me tell you something. We got a legitimate shot to beat this team because our defense matches up with them very well. Okay. We're gonna match up with them good. We gotta be able to control Aaron Donald. He cannot just control the whole middle of the field. We gotta be able to control him a little bit. Dak Prescott got who's covering what's his name? Cooper.
Amar. I mean, they ain't been able to cover nobody all year.
Okay. And finally we get some tight end play.
Yeah, I know it's Jerkum or some whatever his name
Jarvis.
is.
Finally we get some tight end play. Yeah. So we match up with the Rams very good. I'd rather when Philadelphia won, I was kind of happy because I don't see the Cowboys beat the Saints. That ain't happening.
Well, that was the biggest thing for y'all. Y'all, like when the Eagles, they actually helped y'all out because it,
yes.
now
the
it changed y'all path.
And get their ass washed. They're about to lose by 10 or more. They're about to get washed. Drew Brees gonna abuse that Philadelphia secondary.
I mean, one thing about it, they will run verticals, but I see the Eagles beating them.
You see the Eagles beating New Orleans?
Yeah.
You agreeing with Craig?
I mean, I want them to be quiet, but I mean, like one thing. This is what I could do as a fan. I could give them credit. But I can't take a person that overly talks and act like y'all done so much.
Who you talking about?
This Mookie Thompson. I get you happy, Mookie. I get you happy. I get you happy, man. I'm so happy for you. But please stop acting like y'all done so much.
They ain't do shit.
They didn't do shit.
What do you think of Nick Foles? You think he's good? Be honest.
No, I think he, like what I say is he's good at that high point. So he's the perfect quarterback for throwing it up and letting those tall tight end and receivers just jump up and get the ball. That's if you get that all game, you're gonna, like because the league is different now. You can't hit a receiver out the air, so that's a pass interference. You see what I'm saying? You can't you while they're in the air, you gotta wait till they come down, or you're gonna get a pass interference. So defenders always thinking too much, and they taking advantage of that rule.
That you might have a point there.
That's all they doing.
More thinking instead of reacting.
Instead of reacting because nobody out there wants to get that fine. Nobody wants to get that fine. they not making enough money to pay those league fees.
You listen to your boy Mookie. Yeah, because you and the analysis in Chicago scraping the Eagles. The games
Well,
have to be
listen,
played.
Mookie. Listen, all right. So see, this is Mookie is the type of person that make you talk about deeper things in the game that you as a person start to look like you salty, and that's what I've been trying to stay away from.
It's
But
okay for
let's
you to
not.
be salty. It's
No,
okay
I'm
for you to
not
be
really.
salty, sir.
Listen, I'm not salty, but let's point out a couple of things. First of all, y'all was stopped, Mookie. Y'all was stopped. Don't act like y'all made fucking plays to do something. Y'all was stopped. We made penalties that kept y'all drive going. Let's
That's
get
true.
that clear. Let's get that clear. We are the least penalized defense in the league. And we made penalties against y'all that helped y'all. We aided y'all. Y'all didn't come to. You act like y'all the only time y'all marched the ball down the field was the first drive of the game.
Okay, Mookie has a good point. Where was Khalil Mack?
But I kept telling you all year, it's not about just Khalil Mack. We as a defense, y'all scored 16 points. Our average is 17, so we still met our average. We still shut y'all down.
Okay.
So don't act like y'all did something.
Okay.
We not sitting here. We never said we come into a game and we beating people 0 points. To score 16 points, our offense has to score more than 16.
So you was happy with your defense keeping them under your average?
What I was happy about, I didn't like the defense performance because of the penalties. Like for instance,
I thought they were soft. I thought they were just too passive.
They was too passive. Like little things that we like, for instance, like that Sproles draw in the first quarter or whatever it was, like that kept the game, like them kept the game.
Y'all had
like
Sproles out there looking like Barry Sanders.
That's what I'm trying to like. But we shut them down. They only had 50 total yards. You see what I'm saying? Rushing.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that they got these. Listen, this is what they did well. Whether it's penalties or what, they was huge on third down.
Third down, they were.
That's what.
That's the killer.
That was the killer. Because we're always great at getting.
39, you get 10 yards. That's a killer.
Right. And that's the point.
That's what killed Seattle.
That's the point.
14, that was quarterback draw for 16 yards. That's the killer.
Mookie, you got it, bro. I can't out troll you. So you got it. You got it. Listen, what Jordan Howard only had 10 carries. That's not his fault. He was averaging 5 yards a carry in the first half. Okay. That the coordinator stopped running him.
Okay, so now let's move on. So Mookie don't get under your skin.
No, he's not getting under my skin. He's just one of those guys that it took them 50 years to get a Super Bowl, so I get it. I got
they go
I'm gonna go.
They done next week. They get washed next week.
And he better show up next week.
Mookie gonna show up. Mookie's a stand-up guy. Mookie will show up.
All right.
Okay, who you got tonight? Alabama, Clemson.
My heart want to say Clemson, because I just don't want Alabama to win again. But
I agree with you.
But just to, I'm in one of those bad places, so I just want to see a win. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pick the favorites.
Listen, I want to see Clemson win too, but I just believe Tua is too good. I believe he's too good. He's too good, man. And this Clemson defense is good. This Clemson defense is good. I see Alabama with too many weapons, and I see Alabama playing just as good on defense as Clemson. That's the problem too.
Right.
So I see. Although I want Clemson to win, because I do like Dabo Swinney. I like Dabo Swinney. I like him a lot, and I like Clemson. I want to see them win. I just don't see it happening. So Alabama gonna win. And one last thing before you go, you got to give me something. What do you think of the R. Kelly situation? Just your thoughts. I know
I
you
just,
got a daughter.
I mean, all right. First of all, I think this has been an industry practice. Period.
Whoa.
Period.
Whoa.
Period.
Now we talking. I haven't
Period.
heard that perspective. And that's a damn good one. Can you say that
Period.
again, sir?
I
Listen,
just think
Marie.
this been I just think this been an industry practice,
You think
period.
this has been an industry practice?
Because you can see where artists is their career, they come and then they go. Like a lot of these producers, a lot of these like overall like label owners, all of them, they see a pretty young girl and they going after them. I think Diddy and Cassie was young. I think they talk about Jay
Justice,
Z and
Justice's mother was young.
was young. Jay Z and
She was
Fox,
16 when she had her son.
right? Jay Z and Foxy Brown. I mean that like these. It's just something that happened that when you get to that level of money. I just think it blinds everybody around. Like it's just one of those things. Like these people are coming from, in my opinion, this is opinion. They coming from nothing, and to get like this, their way out. And some of these people, like their parents could not even be around, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Their parents could be hooked on drugs or anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just using bunches of examples. So, like, if this person decides, like, well, they become the breadwinner, we have seen how money just creates all kinds of like problems with families. Now, if you got enough money, your problems couldn't go away because everybody always accepts payments. Everybody, even with the OJ thing, like with OJ, as much as those people hated OJ and whatever, did they not, the family not get a financial settlement?
That's a fact.
So that's what is this. I would feel much better if nobody took money and they decided to bury him. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
I believe what you believe. What you're saying is everybody is contrite in this.
Right. Everybody
Everybody.
contributed. Everybody contributed, even down to Sparkle. She contributed
Yes.
because you introduced
Yes.
this young teen into this life.
Not only
Like
that,
knowing
after she introduced him, she came to the studio a couple times and the 12-year-old girl was already there.
right.
Why
Now
he
you
just
know
running
better.
her ass home?
Right. You know better. You supposed to be watching her. You supposed to been watching her and you didn't. So once again, these are people who failed the kids that was involved. They got parents who failed to be a parent. There's no amount of money in the world that will
That's right.
let me allow my daughter to go and be with no grown people by themselves without
That's right.
supervision. Without supervision.
The goddamn cable man can't come by here talking about
You
he gonna
can't
see cable.
exactly. What the
And my
hell?
daughter sitting here with his ass.
Exactly. What type of shit is that? Like you listen. Listen, I'm in every studio session. I'm watching. If I see them make one little dumb move like they showed in the like in the Aaliyah movie, I'm smacking the shit out of them.
I didn't
You
see
know,
the
because
Aaliyah
it
movie
just
yet. I gotta
oh yeah,
watch
you
it.
gotta look at the Lifetime Aaliyah movie.
I recorded
And
it, so I'm gonna watch it.
okay, because they showed him like how he was like I'm just saying you can't listen. This is a perspective, so I don't know that really happened. But if that did happen, like those things led up to that,
Yeah.
and then the mother they around they around creeping. Like where are you? You supposed
And,
to be a manager,
and then these people go to his studio and they
right?
throwing little pebbles out the window, try to get
Right,
his attention. You know how you get his attention? You throw a brick through that motherfucker.
right,
You break
right,
a couple of windows, them
right,
motherfuckers say, oh shit, we got to go answer this door.
right, 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 right. Now they got something out there where they said one of the people they used to come and go as they please. So they were saying like they wasn't held hostage. these kids or these people was getting treated so good that they didn't want to leave.
Hold on, Gary. That was the last episode. And that last episode, those are adults. They shouldn't even showed us that shit. They should.
Right.
Those girls, if they are 25, 26, 30 years old, and they choose to be a sex slave, that is their business. You can't tell me my daughter done went away to college and ain't been home in 2 goddamn years. She ain't come home do no laundry. She ain't come home Thanksgiving. She ain't come home for no Christmas.
Right.
And after 2 years, you decide to go look for her? Come on, man.
Right.
Come on,
Right.
man. Come on, man. You're going to have to kill me.
Right. Now, this is something that should have been handled, in my opinion, years ago.
Years ago.
Now, I'm starting to get word, and I don't know how true this is, but they said that that's one of the issues why, like, one of the underlying issues why Jay-Z and Dame Dash start being on the outs, because Jay-Z was so focused on the money that he didn't take into account of how it made Dame feel by you wanting to do that Best of Both Worlds album with them, because he said Dame didn't want to be a part of that project.
Dame is full of shit too. You know why? Because Dame is in the Fiesta video.
Okay.
He's in the Fiesta video, whining on some bitch ass, drinking champagne.
Was the Fiesta that wasn't the Best of Both Worlds though?
No, that was on R. Kelly's album, TP 2000.
Right, but the actual project.
Okay,
was they together?
You talking about Best
Right.
of Both Worlds project?
Right, because I think that's when around the time they got together. Fiesta was before that. They wasn't together. Him and Aaliyah, like they wasn't together back then. So
now, if I remember correctly, was it Dame Dash with Aaliyah when she was young too? Or
no, she was 21. She was 22,
okay.
21.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, to me, they all going around like with this young. You know, it's like it's real young still. You know, 21, 22, I know it's of age, but it's still that's racy.
Listen, they at 18 they grown.
Okay. Well,
at 18 they grown. I know it's hard to believe as a parent, but at 18 they grown. Listen, my kids ain't grown till you leave this motherfucking house. That's when you grown. And the other day, I'm buying my 26-year-old son dinner. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he wanted the biggest goddamn plate.
Now,
he ain't grown.
Now, your opinion. So your opinion is at 21, 22. You're not upset. You're not upset.
Listen, does Bin Laden abduct motherfuckers? Bin Laden coming to get you. When Bin Laden wants you, he coming with the goons. They coming to get you. I'm coming with Infinite, Davy, Quintero, James. I'm coming with my guys, and I'm coming with duct tape and a blindfold. I'm coming to get you.
So in your eyes, you not letting no older man mess with your 21, 22. Right.
Gary, come on, Gary. Really?
Right.
You gonna leave your daughter with a grown man?
Now I'm talking about 21, 22.
Come on, Gary. You gonna leave your daughter with a grown man?
No, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Like I just wanted to be clear.
I know how grown penis do.
Yeah, I like I said, when they, that was just weird. That's all. I mean, it's one.
That's why I really need my daughter to be gay. Real talk. I really need her to be gay.
Oh man.
All bad hell. This is what I need her to be.
Oh man. So you just want the circle of life to stop?
Gay girls don't molest gay girls. You don't hear about that shit.
But it happens. They rape too, but it just it's less talk about. You don't hear about it yet. You don't hear about it yet, but listen. We need to keep this equal opportunity too now. Listen. They got studs out here raping.
They They got studs out here just taking them down, huh?
Yeah, they're just taking it and getting away with it because there's no law for that yet.
Because it's plastic. They get away with
Yeah,
it.
they don't consider that. But listen, the tongue that's oral sex, so it's still a sex.
Yeah. All right, my
But
guy.
all right,
Again, you did a fantastic job again, my brother.
hey,
You are
thank you.
all but out of the playoff hunt. You're all out of the road to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
You got the Bears winning. You're all but out.
yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna be sending that this week.
All right, brother. I'll see
All right,
you next. I'll see you Saturday.
all right,
All right, brother.
all right. Take care.
Peace.
All right.
Okay, again, everybody, that's my man Gary Callis with his perspective. Okay, Deion Brunson, I see, is not here. Deion Brunson is not here. I tried to get her to hold on. I understand she can't, but we will get her on next time. We will give Deion Brunson some extended time because her road to the Super Bowl pool is fucked up too. Okay, I'm in the running. April Smith is in the running. And Craig is in the running, actually. Craig is definitely in the running. Okay? So again, people, enjoy your evening. See you Saturday. Saturday, 5:30. Peace.